Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Benny, consultant interventional cardiologist, and this is my channel where I'll be talking about matters related to heart, coronary angiogram, angioplasty, and much more. More about healthy living as well. So, like this channel, subscribe it, and share it. Thank you. Today we are showing how a coronary angiogram is being performed through the radial route. And this is the puncture needle we use, a puncture needle with an outer plastic sheath and an inner metal needle. That's an inner metal needle. We removed it from the sheath. And now this is a site of puncture. That is the site of puncture is well cleaned and draped. It's about 2 inches, 1 inch above the radial styloid process, and I'm going to give some local anesthetic. Initially, we'll give a small amount, injection, about 0.2 ml of anesthetic, so that if you give a large amount of anesthetic, it may obscure the radial pulse. I'm giving the anesthetic now, and then after the anesthetic is being given, we'll puncture the radial artery with the 20 gauge Gelco needle, which I have shown you earlier. So I'm just massaging the site. Now your radial artery pulse is felt down, and this is a puncture needle, and we are going to puncture it at an angulation about 20-degree angle. And once the radial artery is punctured, we'll see a flash of blood at the hub of the needle, and then still you have to introduce a little bit more so that the plastic sheath is well inside the artery, and even it may transfix the artery. Now you can see the flash of blood, which means that I punctured the artery nicely, and I am removing the inner metal needle and gently withdraw the plastic sheath so the tip will come back again into the radial artery lumen, and then that time you'll see a skew of blood coming out. Yeah, you are seeing the skewing of blood, and which means the tip is inside the radial artery. We will pass the guide wire now into a radial artery. Yeah, guide wire is being passed nicely, and once the guide wire is well inside the artery, we'll remove the sheath. The plastic sheath is removed, guide wire is there. Now we will try to introduce a radial artery sheath now. This sheath from Terumo is a 6 front sheath, and once it is introduced, and all the catheters and radial artery catheter we are going to use will be passed through this sheath. Now the sheath is introduced, and then before the sheath is being introduced, we'll give little more local anesthetic so that patient will not feel any pain or discomfort. So I'm giving a large amount of liberal amount of anesthetic now. I'm giving it nicely now, and once the anesthetic is given, the site is well massaged so that the anesthetic is spread evenly and you will not feel any pain. So yeah, I'm just massaging the site of injection. Yeah, it is being done, and now the sheath is being introduced. Sheath is going into the artery now. Once the sheath is fully inside the artery, I'll remove the dilator and the guide wire. Yeah, it's being removed now. The blue color thing is the dilator. Yeah, it is now the sheath is the one that is only staying inside the artery. We are going to flush the sheath now with saline. After flushing with saline, we will give an arterial dilator, nicorandil. 10 milligram nicorandil will be given so that the radial artery will not go into spasm when we pass the catheters later. So then afterwards we will flush it again. So the sheath is ready for insertion. Sheath is ready for putting the catheters into the artery. So after this is being done, now this is the Tiger catheter, the multi-purpose Tiger catheter, which we use for radial artery, the coronary angiogram via the radial artery. Then the catheter will be passed along a guide wire. We will show it. This is the tip of the catheter, the special shape of the TIG catheter. Now we are going to pass it under fluoroscopic guidance. The catheter is being pushed into the sheath and over a guide wire along the radial artery, which you can see on the top right upper corner. You can see the fluoroscopic image of the wrist and the elbow. So along with that, the guide wire is being passed, and over the guide wire we are passing the catheter so that we can actually see the catheter progressing along the radial artery and further up to the brachial artery. Now it is at the brachial artery, and then further up into the subclavian, the right subclavian artery, and then finally into the aortic root. Then next section, I'll zoom the fluoroscopic image so that you can see the tip of the catheter coming down to the aortic root. It's slowly coming, and then you can see the next section. Just a moment. Yeah, you can see that if you watch closely, you can see the catheter tip coming down It's coming down. Yeah, it's coming down. And after it is fully at the aortic root, we'll torque it clockwise so that it will engage the coronary artery. It is engaging the coronary artery, and we are performing a coronary angiogram. This is a left coronary angiogram being done successfully.